Does music have value? Is music worth anything? And I sit on this channel and I talk about NFTs and music all the time and selling them and making money. Do NFTs have value? These are the things that I'm going to explore today. We're going to look at a couple different websites, a couple of different ideas and concepts, and really try to tackle this and illustrate to you why and where NFTs are valuable. I'm Death Beach, producer of the future. Please smash like, share this video with others to help bring them into the space and educate them properly. Also, down in the description box, link to the Discord, Crypto Music Club. We've even had this very discussion over there with some amazing insights from other people and what they find valuable in the music that they're creating. So of course, music can mean something to the listener. They can develop an emotional reaction. It can take them to a totally different time period in their life and have them relive something. But that's a different type of value. Where is monetary value in music? In my opinion, it has to do with the culture that is around the music. This can be an artist's culture. This could be something like vinyl culture. Music is also used to sell products. Things like car stereos and home stereos, CDs, MP3s, and it's even started to drive streaming a little bit. And if you think what I'm talking about right now is a little bit crazy, let's listen to somebody who has had some serious success in the music industry and get his take on it. Here's will.i.am.
Streaming music on the web, Spotify, we're seeing more and more of these services. Is this the future of music? Is this just going to be happening for the next few months and years? Or?
They're subscribing to sold music. And what if I made a song and put it on the internet tomorrow? Spotify doesn't spot that. Right? We live in this connected, instant, right now world. And those services are cool for songs that were for sale yesterday. Now, just songs to listen to, Google owns YouTube. If I want to hear music, I'm just going on YouTube. So it doesn't really make sense at all, actually.
How do artists make money off it from that model? How do you as an artist profit off that when people are making money or seeing your work for free on services like that?
The dirty little secret is that very, very few artists actually made a really healthy living selling records in the history of the music industry, because people forgot that the music industry was always technology. Like, people forgot that RCA was technology that Americans used in World War I and II. And then RCA became a consumer product, and then bought Victor's talking machine. And it also became our radio. And it's also the reason why artists don't get paid terrestrial radio rights in America, because it was always the lost leader. Here, 2013, if you didn't write the song, you just performed it, you don't get any money when it's played on radio. Now, if you're an act from 1960, and your song's playing on K-Earth 101, and right after it is a Depends commercial, because you know exactly who the audience is, older folks, that artist isn't participating in any of the revenue, because America doesn't practice terrestrial radio rights. So you have to look at the origins of the music industry being hardware. Our music was made to sell hardware, to the point that if you sold outside of that circle, you were deemed a sellout. A sellout doesn't mean you change your morals. You sold out of the circle of things you were supposed to sell. Phonographs, record players. We could have been signed to Cadillac. There's radios in Cadillac. But that's not what we were supposed to sell. So artists are supposed to make money when they come up with other things to sell and use their music to sell it.
There you have it. Music is always used to sell something else. It's that emotional attachment between the listener and the music that makes them a devoted fan, that makes them really into your brand. So let's take a listen to Gary Vee talking about the value of NFTs.
The excitement, you've got to remember though, we're like in internet 1995, 90%, 95%, 97% of the NFT projects right now are gonna go to zero, or a lot less than they are right now. This is the white hot moment, just like internet stocks in 97, 98, 99, and then April 2000 came and everything got wiped. But in that wiping was Amazon. in that wiping was eBay. They were dented. They were hit hard. They went from hundreds of shares to dollars, but they were Amazon and eBay. And then 20 years later, here we are. That's what's going on in NFT land. The macro's real as fuck. It's going to be an NFT world. But all these little projects, I'm fighting like hell. I'm going to work my face off for the next decade to make VeeFriends one of them, but only a couple are going to be there for real at these prices. Be thoughtful.
So right now you're probably thinking, DB, you're fucking crazy for telling us to get into NFTs, and Gary V, who's way smarter than you are, is telling us 90% of NFT projects are going to be on the floor. And listen, I couldn't agree more with Gary Vaynerchuk. The types of NFTs that are coming out right now, for the most part, are cash grabs. Everybody thinks that they're grabbing a piece of what would possibly be, blockchain history in the future. It's just not the case. What's making NFTs valuable right now are things like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, okay? If you can own an NFT that somebody like LeBron James used to own, there's a certain type of value in that. Now, for me, I don't find value in that. But if you sold me the recording console that Trent Reznor recorded Downward Spiral on, I would find more value in that than if, say, you had the same console and you were trying to sell it to me. So to me, that's what's going on with all the artwork that we're seeing in the NFT world. Now, there are certain artists, and I'm going to shout one out right now that I'm a huge fan of, Custom Horror, who makes artwork, has a fantastic community where he does a lot of the things that I talk about. Excellent Discord to go and join, just to see how you should be building community and utilizing your community. All right, so you're like, DB, just get to the point here already. What are you really talking about? I'm talking about NFTs being used for access and ownership. You have to own your shit, okay? Like, you have to own your community. You have to own your content. NFTs are the technology that is going to allow for that to happen. You don't want to be relying on Facebook, right? Facebook went dark. Instagram went dark. What if it all goes dark? What are you going to do? Your fans need a way to still maintain ownership over what they own in your community, right? That's what we're trying to do. Get people invested in the communities that they want to be invested in. And I'm going to show you something really great right now with music, right? So this company Republic, working with Little Pump and Cashmere in order to let fans invest in their music, all right? And they're utilizing Opulus, which we've talked about on this channel many, many times. So Opulus is actually going to be supplying the backend. You see, sourced by Opulus here. And Republic is basically doing all the promotion and everything like that. And I guess they pulled together the whole deal. So turn your playlist into your portfolio. You can listen to your investments on repeat and share your portfolio playlist with friends. Plus, you'll get access to exclusive investor-only perks and connect directly with artists. Get paid from royalties, investor-only exclusive perks, cut the middlemen, directly fund the artists. Listen to this. Own a piece of your favorite songs. The Security Non-Fungible Token is the first of its kind that combines the power of blockchain technology and an innovative investing framework, bringing artists and their fans closer than ever. Reading on. It's time to cut out the middlemen. For decades, the music industry has profited off of artists and fans to line pockets of record label execs. In a 40 billion plus global market, only 12% goes back to the artists. The contracts are unfavorable, the artists lose rights to their own creations, and the fans only engage to stream songs and buy tickets. Well, that was then. Now, fans can invest in an artist's next song or album and get paid royalties as a result. Using NFT and blockchain technology gives the investors and the artists complete transparency and a simple mechanism to pay out returns. All right. Maybe you're still a little confused on exactly how you can utilize your NFTs. What I did for the Crypto Music Club is I created my own NFT. and I'm calling it the Knowledge is Power NFT. You can see it here. It's up on the screen right now. It's a collaboration with my friend Rocky Martinez. And what I've done is whenever people land inside my Discord, they get a welcome message that welcomes them to the Discord. And it lets them know that if they have a Crypto Music Club NFT, they can type in !join. And what happens is they get a message to check their DMs. And in their DMs, it connects their wallet, checks their wallet for the NFT, and then they're able to see extra channels over here, the Kip Crew chat and the Kip Crew content. Only they can see it. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, moving forward, you don't want people spamming your main chat, right? Like, you want to have a free room for people to get into, but you don't want your main fans to have to deal with bots and, like, I don't know, people making bad statements, offensive stuff, whatever. So like my Kip Crew chat, obviously, you know, I'm still populating this thing, right? So, you know, we're building up the main chat right now, and then we'll get over there. But really, it's not about me having a huge fan base. I'm trying to teach you guys this stuff and how you can take advantage of it, all right? Let's take a look at more music NFT, ownership, utility, access, and so on. So here we have Sturdy.exchange. Sturdy is a company that does artwork for all types of amazingly large artists. Let's just take a look here at one of their NFTs. So here it is from their very first show ever. You get unpublished original footage from Death from Above's very, very first performance as a band. Now, what's the in real life utility? I love how they put this, letting you know, hey, this actually has like a real use case. The original buyer gets a one-of-one exclusive virtual meet and greet with the band. A care package from the band is mailed to you. You get merch, vinyl, and all kinds of stuff from the past. Look, they're getting 15 grand for this, or that's what it's up for. Am I going to get something like that? No, I'm not. Are you going to get something like that? I don't know where you're at in your career. You very well could. But even if you were selling something for $50 and you have 1,000 fans, that's $50,000. And if you are lacking clarity on exactly how to pull all this stuff together and do it, well, one thing you can do is come over to the Crypto Music Club Discord and you can ask a couple questions. Maybe that'll help you out a little bit. Or, hey, we can work together and I can help you out. But of course, if you're standing to make $50,000 in a year, I'm not going to charge you $100 to help you out. I think what I'm really trying to say here is we can't be relying on these old systems, and we can clearly see with things like this. IMF says central bank digital currencies are reliable. Hard to think of Bitcoin as money. Doesn't matter if they like Bitcoin or not. Clearly, we're moving into a blockchain digital age. USDC market capitalization hits $30 billion. You have to understand, people, instead of taking the money they're making out of crypto and putting it into cash, they're turning it into stable coins. USDC up 30 billion, or hits 30 billion, up 10 billion in 4 months. I also think that other people are simply taking their cash and they're just turning it into stable coins and not keeping it in their bank. And NFT sales, again, are back up at an all-time high. Twitter is integrating Bitcoin and NFTs into the platform. We're only going to continue to see more and more mass adoption. Pay-for-play games with NFTs inside of them, just wait until you can perform inside of games. And I'm not even going to get into special access to live virtual shows and things like that. Listen, if you got something useful out of this video, the likes really, really help. The comments really help. Share this with other people to help bring them into the space and educate them. This is clearly all heading in a certain direction. Talk to you guys again soon.